Welcome to the Explainer. So I've been digging into the massive billion-dollar casino industry lately, and honestly, what I found completely shattered my perspective. Today we're looking way past the flashing neon lights, the glamour, and all that suspense. We're going to look directly at the cold, hard numbers that actually run the show. Whether you visited the floating casinos of Goa, played a few rounds of rummy on your phone, or just watched high-stakes poker on TV, you are about to see exactly how this machine operates from the inside out.
Right out of the gate, there's one fundamental truth that absolutely blew my mind. The casino cannot lose. Over time, it's just an absolute impossibility. Every single game on a casino floor is mathematically engineered so the house always wins. Not sometimes, not usually, always. Whether you personally walk out with a fortune or with empty pockets, the building itself is literally printing money. So today, we're going to break down the exact math and the meticulous psychology that guarantees that outcome.
Okay, let's dive into this with part 1, the mathematical guarantee, or basically, exactly how the house wins. To really get the casino business model, you don't need a degree in hospitality. You just need to understand the math. The whole empire is built on something called the house edge. Let's put you right on the casino floor for a second. Imagine you're playing European roulette. There are 37 slots on the wheel, numbered 0 to 36, right? You bet 100 rupees on a single number. Since the true odds of you winning are exactly 1 in 37, mathematically speaking, a perfectly fair payout for a win should be 3,600 rupees. But if you win, the casino only pays you 3,500. They quietly hold back that 100 rupee difference. That invisible cut creates a house edge of exactly 2.7%, meaning for every 100 rupees you bet, the casino expects to keep 2 rupees and 70 paise. It sounds tiny, right? It almost sounds harmless. But let's look at what that tiny 2.7% edge does on a massive scale. Between April 2021 and February 2026, the Goa government collected a staggering 1,749 crore rupees from casino operations. And remember, that is just the license fee collected by the government. It's basically just the casino's cover charge to operate. That number doesn't even touch the actual immense profits the casinos made from the players themselves. And all of it, the whole shebang, is built entirely on the back of those micro percentages.
And of course, casinos are always looking to optimize that math. If you take that exact same European roulette wheel and just add one single slot, the 00, you get American roulette. The payout remains exactly the same, but because there are now 38 slots instead of 37, that house edge magically jumps to 5.26%. Literally with zero extra effort, no new staff, and no new building, the casino practically doubles its profit per spin. It's wild.
Which brings us to the law of large numbers. You see, individual luck is absolutely real. You personally might have a great night and win 50,000 rupees, but across 10,000 players betting on a Friday night, the casino keeps exactly its expected mathematical edge. Your incredibly lucky win is instantly covered by thousands of other players' losses. The casino doesn't sweat when you win because for them, profit is just a mathematical certainty.
All right, moving on to part 2, the psychological trap. How you are engineered to keep playing.
But here's the thing, the math is only half the story. The numbers dictate what the casino will make per bet, sure, but it's the physical environment that dictates how many bets you're actually going to place. Every square inch of a casino is meticulously designed by psychologists. First off, you will never ever see a clock on a casino floor. Time is meant to completely disappear in there because the longer you stay inside that building, the more that mathematical edge grinds down your bankroll.
Second, there are no windows. You are completely, totally cut off from the outside world. The lighting stays exactly the same whether it's 8 p.m. or 3 a.m. Vegas time is a flat circle, you know? It's a deliberate, overwhelming sensory environment designed to keep you entirely focused on the games right in front of you.
And this brilliantly illustrates the real depth of the psychological trapping. The layouts are deliberately maze-like. Just trying to find an exit forces you to walk past dozens of other tables and blinking machines. Then there are the slot machines themselves. They're programmed to show you near misses, like getting 2 cherries and just barely missing the third. Psychologically, your brain treats that almost exactly like an actual win, convincing you that a massive jackpot is just one spin away. Plus, casinos don't let you play with cash. They convert your hard-earned money into abstract plastic chips. Decades of behavioral research proves that spending plastic chips makes players 30 to 40% more loose with their money. It doesn't feel real. And if you spend enough, their VIP tracking systems spot you and shower you with free rooms and perks, making sure you feel like a winner even while you're actively losing.
So, what happens outside the games? Let's get into part 3, beyond the casino floor, looking at the whole hospitality ecosystem.
Let's step back from the tables for a minute, because modern casinos aren't just gambling halls anymore. They are massive, all-encompassing hospitality ecosystems designed to lock you inside. Take their strategy with alcohol, for example. Globally, casinos absolutely love giving away free or heavily discounted drinks. Now, in India, they might be sold at a premium, but the underlying strategy is exactly the same. A free drink might cost the casino 150 rupees to make, but alcohol lowers your inhibitions, right? It makes you stay longer and make riskier betting decisions. So that 150 rupee investment generates an expected 500 rupees in extra bets. For the house, that is an incredibly high return investment.
Just look at the brilliant strategy deployed by companies like Delta Corp in Goa. You pay an upfront entry fee of 3,000 to 6,000 rupees literally just to walk in the door. Then you board an offshore vessel on the Mandovi River. That means once you're on the ship, you can't exactly just casually walk out. It's quite literally a gilded birdcage, the ultimate captive audience model. Throw in integrated hotel rooms, live Bollywood entertainment, and endless buffets, and the player literally never has to leave the ecosystem. You could wake up in your suite and walk downstairs to gamble at 2 a.m., you don't need a taxi, and there's zero outside competition.
Now let's pivot to part 4, the online gaming boom, the massive digital frontier. While physical casinos in states like Goa, Sikkim, and Daman are printing money, the true explosion is happening online. The exact same mathematical and psychological models we just talked about are now sitting right in the pockets of millions of people. And what's wild is that this entire boom hinges on a very specific legal distinction. While games of chance are largely prohibited in India, games of skill are legally protected. Multiple high courts have ruled that games like rummy, poker, and fantasy sports rely primarily on player knowledge and attention. Boom! That single legal loophole unlocked a multi-billion-dollar online industry, suddenly putting the casino model into the hands of over 800 million smartphone users across the country.
But the landscape has been incredibly turbulent recently. In 2021, Meghalaya expanded its framework to actually include online gaming. But the real shockwave, that hit in 2023, when the government slapped a massive 28% GST on the full bet amount, not just the platform's revenue. As you can imagine, this crashed revenues and sparked a wave of massive legal challenges. Fast forward to today, and companies like Delta Corp have managed to get these tax notices temporarily stayed by the Supreme Court. Yet, despite all these massive existential regulatory hurdles, the industry absolutely refuses to slow down.
Just look at the sheer scale of these projections. India's online casino market generated $792 million in 2024. By 2030, it's projected to hit an astounding $1.79 billion. We are talking about a 14.7% compound annual growth rate. This explosion is being actively fueled by a rising middle class with disposable income and, of course, the seamless, everyday ease of UPI payments that make funding an account completely frictionless.
So the crucial point is this. The expansion of this industry is really just getting started, both online and offline. To really understand the sheer ambition of India's casino future, just look at Delta Corp's physical expansion plans. They are planning to replace a vessel that currently holds 390 guests with a massive 112-meter ship capable of carrying over 2,000 people. That is literally 5 times the capacity, 5 times the people, all interacting with that exact same ruthless mathematical edge we talked about earlier. The entire casino business, from that tiny 2.7% edge on a roulette wheel, to the deliberate lack of clocks on the wall, to those seamless digital apps right on your phone, it's all built on one elegant, invisible system of engineering. They don't need luck. Honestly, they don't even need skill. They just need you to keep playing. Knowing everything we've covered today, knowing that the mathematically guarantees your loss and their profit, you kind of have to ask yourself, why do we find it so irresistible to keep playing? I really hope this explainer gave you a totally new lens on this fascinating industry. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.